kindly word shaper, wisdom's wellspring, laughter summoner, summoner of eye rain, shared the gift did she and Braggy. Odin offered up his eye at Mimir's well for wisdom won, as dedicated, dear Derile, soul thread spun for seeking knowledge. Ring giver, never renown deny her, who holds her fealty, his is word fame.
Come before us.
The strength and stability of the kingdom lie in these virtues of its people: service, prowess, and creativity. For if any of these are lacking, the kingdom fails. The artists and artisans of the kingdom glorify it with their work, and the teaching of their skills brings to it the light of learning. Let the members of the Order of the Laurel attend now upon their majesties.
And you have permission to stand, should you thank you.
We are minded to admit Derile to your order. Let Mistress Leah Radelf of Pagum let all know in what manner Derile has enriched our realm.
Good gentles, some people choose wide open roads to travel. Roads that many have traveled before them. And they bring glory to those roads. And they find new ways to tell the stories of those roads. And some choose to travel the less traveled bypaths and bring those tales back to all of us so that we can expand our knowledge. And some people go walking through the who knows what. And we don't know what monsters be out there because no one wrote it down. But Derile has gone there. Derile has searched for the tales of those places, for those tales exist. And she has found remnants of them in the words of other people. And she has made that path now for others to follow, that they may have an easier traverse through those places and see that not only be there monsters there, but there are wonders there as well. And those wonders we know of from her words. She is so far my peer. I took a far easier path, and I admire the hell out of her for taking the hard lack of road. Your Majesties, she is so much here for you.
Master Alessandro Cantori, let all know in what manner Derile has enriched our kingdom.
Your Majesties, I have had a number of conversations over the past month with innumerable people with regards to the question of service, how the bardic arts can be of service to the individual and to the kingdom. And it is through the arts that we enhance our reenactment, that we immerse ourselves in the period nature that we all strive to recreate. In the world of the chivalry, we have come a long way from Freon helms and carpet armor to the wonderful kit that so many of our fighters wear, some of which, even though we know it is built to our standards, you almost cringe to see it take a shot. In the world of service, our society has come from a backyard party announced with flyers tacked up on telephone poles, to a worldwide organization that brings joy, recreation, and authenticity, such as it is, to tens of thousands of people every year. And in the world of creativity, specifically the world of bardic arts, we have gone from steel eye span and a bard in a box up to an epic poem whispered over the embers of a dying fire. We have gone to the stories of prowess on the field, shouted out in courts. We have gone to the voices of a dozen or more singing, ringing off the walls of a feast hall lit with candles. Derile, these are the things that you have done. You have gone into the dusty libraries and you have found these musical and poetic forms and you have dusted them off and you have breathed life into them and you have brought them out into the sunlight, into the light, where, indeed, Your Majesty.
Sunlight we're having.
Wonderful sunlight, indeed. You have brought them out into the sunlight where they can enrich the experience of all, whether it be a populace of 1,000 or more, or merely a single child that needs to be sung to sleep. I am absolutely thrilled and deeply honored that you asked me to speak for you today. And Your Majesties, I am thrilled to be here to witness her recognition for these efforts. Thank you.
Satrap Ajax Thermopylaicles, I believe you have words.
Sing to me, goddess, of that which is Derile. Sing to me, she who is like Omoros, Alwyd, Snarlson, Cretin de Troye. Sing to me of that which she does. She smiths with words. She builds our consensual reality that we have upon this field. Without Derile and the bard, there would be no poetry. Without Derile and the bard, we would be merely thugs in a parking lot with sticks. When I was prince, everyone drink, Derile sung for my forever princess Uta. I called upon her when I lost a member of my family, and she wrote a funerary ode for Sophie. That woman is my peer, and I would appreciate if you would give her the trappings so that all would know of her voice, her deeds, her skill, her prowess, that which allows us to do what we do. I thank you.
Your Excellency. Well spoken. Your Grace, I believe you have words as well.
I do, Your Majesty. I will speak to you here of her peer-like qualities. I speak to you of her humility, who at her vigil last night was saying, but I've only started the research into these things. I feel like there's so much more I need to do. This speaks well for our order as well. Because we will be getting even more treasures from her work in the future. She is a teacher of others in small and in larger groups. She serves us in these ways as well. She does it with a sense of, well, humility again to there, because she does not stand there and tell you she knows it all. She works with you to help you see what it is that she can teach you on this piece, and shows you about 17 sources you can find more about it on, which is a lovely thing. And her generosity in time and in skill are huge, as well as her gifts of word and song and poetry to the royals, to the populace, to a person who looks like they could just use a good story to help them. Her generosity, largesse, is very, very high, and she is my peer in every way, Your Majesty.
Your Grace, thank you. Lady Derile, you've heard the words spoken about you, as have we, both here and elsewhere. For all that you have done and all that you have yet to do, we are mindful to induct you into the Order of the Laurel. Will you accept this from us? If you are apprenticed to a member of this order, name her now.
Sabrina Delabert.
Mistress Sabrina, come forth. I require that you conclude your business with Derile before I conduct mine.
You have been such a joy to be my apprentice. When we first agreed to do this, I knew I didn't have much to teach you. But what I could provide you was a space for you to excel. And you have become so much starlight for all of us. And I thank you for that very much. And I am so pleased that you are here today to take my role. I will return it to you in friendship.
Thank you, Mistress Sabrina. Will you now give us your word that you will henceforth comport yourself as befits a peer of our realm, as you most surely have done before now, and that you will attempt in all your endeavors to be a noble example to our people?
I do. And will you further promise to treat all with courtesy and to uphold the laws and traditions of our kingdom? I do.
Will you now swear fealty to the crown and kingdom of the West?
I will.
To your liege and before your peers, swear your oath.
The great support of state. Sir Heinrich. Sheath sword for this. Sheath sword for this.
Here do I swear, by mouth and hand, fealty and service to the crown and kingdom of the West, to speak and to be silent, to come and to go, to strike and to spare,
to do and to let be,
to do and to let be,
in such matters as concern the kingdom,
in such matters as concern the kingdom,
on my honor,
on my honor,
and the lawful command of the crown,
and the lawful command of the crown,
in need or in plenty,
in need or in plenty,
in peace or in war,
in peace or in war,
in living or in dying,
in living or in dying,
from this hour henceforth,
from this hour henceforth,
until the king depart from his throne,
until the king depart from his throne,
or death
death
take
take me, or the world end. So say I, Derile.
This do we hear nor fail to remember. And we, for our part, do swear fealty to you, Derile, to protect and defend you and all your household, with all our power, until we depart our throne, or death take us, or the world end. So say we, Roger, King of the West.
So also say we, Zenobia, Queen of the West.
We now proclaim you, Derile, Mistress of the Laurel.
Here is a token. The token was crafted by Mistress Fjorleaf. It is in a style that is contemporaneous to her persona. And the center includes her golden branch. And I wove the chain.
Let Derile be robed as befits.
Mercy from our hands is spoken.
Let Derile be robed as befits her state. Mistress Derile. Is there more?
Oh wait, there's more.
Ah.
Free gift with purchase.
Since she has to lose her baby Laurel cloak very quickly, we thought another would be appropriate. Sorry. Over.
Oh, yeah, white, white.
Mistress Derile, rise, reach your peers.